We blog. We gossip. We share porn. We are media. We are thirst trap boys.
Welcome to the TTV newsroom.
You know what they say, another day equals more time to drink some amazing fucking tea. Okay, well, people don't really say that, but still. Anyways, folks, it looks like Miss Alicia Love from season 1 of Chasing Reality's hit show Chasing LA will not be appearing on season 2 as she has decided to throw major shade at the Chasing Reality brand as a whole. Let's go to thirsttrapboys.com for the official report. The article says the following. Woo child, the drama of it all. So Alicia Love from season 1 of Chasing Reality's latest hit show, Chasing LA, woke up today and chose violence. The drag performer from Southeast DC has not been happy with the Chasing Reality brand for quite some time. She even skipped out on the Chasing LA reunion and refused to appear on social media's #1 auntie Imani Van Zap's IG Live for an exclusive interview. Instead, Alicia opted to do an exclusive interview with TTB's hit show, The Panel, which is her most viewed interview to date. Fast forward to today, Alicia uploaded a lengthy rant via her IG story accusing Chasing Reality of promoting transphobia across their platform. This is what Alicia had to say on her IG story. Watch out for these LGBT reality shows that talk about trans rights and trans pride, but they are the first ones to allow transphobia air on their shows multiple times for ratings. Hashtag Chasing Reality, hashtag GTL Atlanta, and I'm sure there are plenty more. Hold them accountable. Following the IG story post, Alicia told us exclusively that she feels wrongfully blocked by Chasing Reality because all she did was share her honest opinion on the brand when asked about it. Love further claims that the brand is upset with her over a IG Live video she recorded with her aunt in which the topic of transphobia being used as a form of clout for the Chasing Reality brand was brought up. Take a look at this clip.
Oh, you know I wasn't letting the internet talk about you reckless whether you was there or not. You know that wasn't happening, right? So yeah. I had pulled up on something while you was doing that reality show, and I made a statement. I was on Imani Van Zap. I like her. She have grown on me because she reminded me of me a little bit, but like in pretend. And they were talking about how you weren't there and you didn't come, and she had gave you opportunity, all this other shit. And I was like, and I at the bottom I was just like, at the end of the day, I know my niece in real life. You know, like I know you in real life. So knowing you in real life, there is no need. If you don't know you, you're not going to understand, but we're not going to paint you in a way that's going to jeopardize your safety.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that. You're a very reserved person. Honestly, you can be in a room and folk don't know. You've been that way since you was a child. And so I really felt like because as Black people, we have our own healing that we need to do individually. And too many times we project instead of take the opportunity to get to know somebody. Then once they got to know the story, oh my God. Oh. And my thing is, they got to know what you revealed about the story. They didn't know everything that you've been through. And so for somebody who knows you since you was a little child, you know what I'm saying? And know everything that you've been through, I was ready to catch a case. And I really have in that moment, you know, the girl was like, yeah, that's not your niece, da, da, da. I was like, okay, on these free internets, we're going to let you have it, baby. We're going to let you have it, Pooh. We're going to let you have it. That's it. That's all. It is what it is. And I can't knock anybody that's trying to become more than what they were. But you very much showed that if you're too much, go find less. I'm not available then. If I'm too much, go find less. I'm not available. Period. And in the name of the Lord, when you said you don't have the credentials, I said, if you don't give them auntie's line, if you don't give them auntie's line, you know that's my line. I threw my shoe at the TV. You don't have the credentials to try me. You don't.
No, but like, I I don't take like what they say really personally because at the end of the day they don't know me. And like to be honest, the reason I didn't interview Imani Vans up, I didn't feel like to be honest that it was gonna have any positive effect. Like she's interviewed other people from the show several times. And I watched the interviews and I just felt in that moment that I didn't want to do it because it wasn't going to be beneficial to me in any kind of way.
I mean, you have a right to say no. You have a right to Simone Biles the situation. Because see, niggas didn't have language. They didn't know what to call it at that time. But what you did is you said peace is the prize. I choose peace. And folks don't understand that because they think drama gets them likes.
And see, I've always been the type of girl that I don't give a fuck about likes.
You don't do it. You very much been like, okay, I'm gonna go.
And that's why I'm
gonna
go. Interview with Imani Vans up. I love her dearly, but just like celebrities choose who they want to interview with and do interviews with, just very much I can say no, ma'am. Thank you very much, but no, ma'am.
That's fair. That's fair. That's extremely fair. It's extremely fair. I just think that
when it comes to a trans woman, I have to like do certain things. Like, no, bitch.
No, I think that you need to produce. I think you and Jayla Jalon need to get together and y'all need to produce your own show that only features trans women. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep it 120%, and whoever, wherever can say whatever. Because you know I pulls up in real life. At the end of the day, there is across the brand. I'm not even gonna drop no names because I don't do free promotion. Across the brand, what I noticed, because you know, Auntie's a Virgo. Auntie's a Virgo with a Virgo sun and an Aries moon and a Capricorn rising. I don't have no sense. So when I did my research and my research showed, oh, this is the brand. It doesn't matter what city you're in. You're going to have this altercation amongst trans-identified individuals. That's not, at that point, it's not a coincidence. It's clickbait. And when you were like, I'm from Southeast DC, I said, you better tell them. I was waiting for you. I said, this bitch don't tell them, because you know me, I ain't no sense. I called you and I said, I know you was on the NDA. Folk think just because you're doing big things across the city and because you know of who you are, folk don't think you love doing and it's somebody who cares. But you know you got one good and crazy. I promise you.
And I know.
Piglet go pull out. Piglet go pull out. Period. I said, if she don't get him, I will. And you got him. And they were scared. Then they started to call officials. And everybody wanted to talk about their safety.
So in that scene, they didn't call the police. Or I don't know who called the police, but at that point, I didn't give a fuck either way.
Again, you did what the category called for. I don't care. You did what needed to be done. It's just that simple.
I'm the type of girl, you treat me right and you support me and you know what I'm saying, you treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right. But once you step out of line and think that it's all cute, then bitch, we got a motherfucking problem.
You were the storyline. You were the storyline. Until such time as another storyline could develop, you were the storyline. And so because you were the storyline and then Jayla was the storyline, what y'all need to do is, oh, this homeless man is wild and he just broke into this building. Yo, he really is off the Richter scale. He just like snatched this, but he started hollering, fuck all these white people. He been doing a lot. I didn't have no problem with the F all the white people though. That was a blessing to my heart. I agreed wholeheartedly. He interrupted their lunch and everything. Fuck these white people. You have continued to be blessed. You will continue to be a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that you should think about producing your content. You know, looking at making sure that when you tell a story, no matter what the story is, that it is a safe space for the people you know and love, and that your story is not consumed for the purposes of entertainment, but for the purposes of purpose. You understand? Because see,
yeah, I'm gonna definitely do more of that because to be honest, like after the show, like I really felt like I was being used for like transphobic comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, people are gonna click because they think it's cute and stuff, but I want us to switch the narrative. Like,
yeah. It's like, why do we have us doing that? Because even with the little baby Andre, I'm like, y'all gonna get Andre really messed up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Texas, Tennessee, I don't care where he came from. He could have came out of LeChat's vagina. LeChat is a rapper from 3 6 Mafia for the youngest who don't know. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're my whole niece. You know, when I saw the trailer, I was done. I was done. And there are people who love and care, even with Jayla. I'm not gonna sit here and say ain't nobody who don't love and care about that girl. And we're not sitting at home thinking none of that is funny.
But see, the thing about it is they do it for TV because, to be honest, Jayla has her own problems and her own issues. going on. I'm gonna leave it at that. But people do stuff for TV. They do stuff for shows because they think it's cute. And I never like, yes, bitch, I said shit and did all that. But to be honest, I could have did much worse on the. I could have did y'all in more than what I did y'all in for. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even feel like you did nobody in for. Like I feel like
things that would have tore you into the ground. But I don't, but once I get to a place like that, bitch, I'm gonna go down and dirty. I'm talking about your mama. I'm talking about your brother. I'm talking about your children. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about your status. I'm going in, and if you want to fight, bitch, then we can fight. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to get to that point because once I get there, bitch, I'm just gonna try to kill you. I'm gonna try to fucking smash your brain.
That's the protocol. I mean, we don't come from a community where anything less is acceptable. That's the assignment. So we've got to stop faking. The lesson is let's stop faking. Let's stop faking, and let's definitely stop faking at the expense of not just Black trans women, which is first, but our whole community. All of us look crazy. Nobody's like, okay, well, I'm going to pick one queer person out of the bunch. No, everybody looks wild as fuck when our shit is not together.
Now, after we spoke with Alicia, we immediately reached out to the owner of the Chasing Reality brand, Ondario Abrams, for a statement regarding this situation. Sorry, Q, we know you produced the LA show, but we had to go directly to the head man in charge. No shade. Ondario responded with the following statement. Alicia has had multiple opportunities to speak her piece, from confessionals, scenes, and the reunion she missed. She has even called me, but instead of discussing with me the issues she has dealt with on Chasing LA, she told me she had moved before the reunion and would like to produce a Chasing New York. There was no conversations on how she was mistreated on the show or anything of the sort. What she has posted recently is all new to me. It sounds like she is trying to downplay a brand that gave her nothing but opportunities she decided to miss out on. If she had issues with her cast members, she should have reached out to her ex-producer Q. If she wasn't comfortable with him, she should have talked to me about that. Not a new show. She even reached out to Reese G weeks after our conversation to do a one-on-one about her time on the show, but ended up backing out. Woo child. This tea just burnt our lips. LOL JK. Anyways, it's safe to say Alicia Love will not be back for season 2 of Chasing LA, but now that she's a free agent, we just might see her appear on season 3 of The Shit We Do for Love, just to spite the Chasing Reality brand laughing my ass off. Nah, but all jokes aside, we do hope the situation can be resolved before season 2 of Chasing LA begins filming. Girl, bitch, honey, that's a lot to unpack, girl. I don't even know what to say to that because I really love the whole LA cast, and now that she's not going to be on season 2, they have her blocked. That means they're going to have to replace her with somebody, and I didn't want to cast shakeup. I know a couple of people wanted to cast shakeup for LA, but I didn't want to cast shakeup for LA. I wanted everybody to come back for season 2, just so we could give them another chance, that the world is opening up to really see what they bring. Okay? But damn, so who they gonna replace her with? Who do y'all think they should replace Alicia with? And what are your thoughts on her saying that the Chasing Reality brand promotes transphobia across their platforms? What are your thoughts? Leave it down below in the comments. And that is the latest TTB breaking news.